All right, before we go back into worship, we want Sister Teresa to come up, and all the youth that went on the mission trip, we want y'all to come up as well. And we're going to have Brother Wayne come down as well. He went with them also. And I'm so proud of our young people and our youth leaders, and that God laid on their heart that they want to go do mission work, that they want to, go out, not only beyond these four walls and beyond this community, but out into other communities and help where they can, because God's given us all special abilities and talents, and those abilities and talents, when they can be put to use and God can be glorified from them, that's just an amazing thing. So y'all can be seated if you'd like to, and they're going to share a little bit about what happened during their mission trip. So I'm going to turn it over to Sister Teresa.
I know everybody at church is tired this week, and I'm amazed at how full church is. So I just want to say, y'all rock. We're all pretty good. We've had a great week. People are VBS tired, we're mission trip tired, and here we are. Levi, I hope you're bringing your best game. You might need to have us get up and do jumping jacks.
I'm going to do what I can.
When we started talking about doing the mission trip, I just want to kind of tell y'all a little bit about how the week went, but we'd never been on a mission trip, so we asked around, and Tricia gave us the name of a company that does mission trips, and we just registered through them. So they had the project set up, they had, everything organized, which is great. We got there with 7 youth and 2 leaders, and there were 6 youth groups there and over 90 people. It was huge. We stayed at a huge church that also has a school, and the boys were like on this hall and the girls were on that hall. We all slept on air mattresses. And let me tell you what their wake-up call is. What's the name of their wake-up call?
Blasting music. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They called it wakey wakey, and it was abrupt. You wakey wakey. Yes, at 6:30. These kids help serve lunch, help fix meals, just stuff around the church. Swept, mopped, so don't let them tell you they don't know how to do that. But as far as the mission part of our trip, that was the main thing. We divided up and went with other youth groups to like food banks, Habitat for Humanity, a community center, nursing homes. There were even some Alzheimer's patients, which was a big scary thing. It would be big and scary for me, much less the youth. But they stepped up. Everybody did their thing all week. Let me see what else I wanted to tell y'all, if you're not bored yet. We had devotions and worship, of course, several times a day. And there was still a lot of fun and a lot of games. I'm sure y'all saw pictures on Facebook. Isaac, what was the name of the game you won?
It was like it was head, shoulders, knees, and cup. Yeah, that was the name of the game.
So, head, shoulders, knees, and cup. Everybody had to pair off. And it was like head, shoulders, knees, and toes, but instead of toes, there was a cup down there. So when she said cup, you had to grab the cup. Isaac won out of 100 people. And so that, because he's fast, I guess. And that led into a lesson. It wasn't all just fun and games. But they're all going to tell you something memorable or something they liked about the week. Austin couldn't be here today. And he said his favorite part was when we had our small group devotions and opening up to people. So I thought that was awesome.
I said so. I can't talk very much on the mic,
I
but
can talk too much.
I don't know. These kids got on my nerves.
more months, I'll be 61. No, they done great. They done great to have these little kids come out of this little county and go up. I mean, there was people there, y'all, from New York, Colorado, just Maryland, all states, just everywhere. Churches bringing their kids there, and these kids learned a lot. You know, I'm proud of all of them. They didn't want to go sleep tonight. So we wound up not getting a whole lot of sleep, but we enjoyed most of it. I just want them to know I'm proud of them and I love all of them.
Oh, I gotta talk first.
Yep.
Oh, my fault. So, my favorite part of the mission trip was, so like, we went to a community outreach center, and I met this one dude named Gary, and he's the person we worked with, and he was cool, and you know, he learned all of our names, and like he had an accent, so like sometimes you couldn't really tell like what he was saying or whatever, but like he really just put me to work, really. Oh, it was tiring too. Like he made me power wash 2 buildings, and I mean it was outside, so it was hot, but I stayed cool because I got a whole bunch of water on me. But yeah, I was at a community outreach center, and you know, we folded a whole bunch of clothes, and you know, we would have lunch, and then we would have devotions, and I made a whole lot of new friends, and I met this one dude from Maryland, and his name is Frankie, and he's albino. So like, he was telling his story about how, you know, how he got closer to God, and you know, it really touched me, because like, he was talking about how he was so much different because he's albino, and like, if he took a picture with anybody, he's gonna be the one to stand out. And you know, I just thought that was really cool, and I met a whole bunch of new friends, and we had a lip sync battle, and it was me, Frankie, and then I think Devin was in it, and a whole bunch of kids from Myrtle Beach, and we did Party in the USA, and like, it was so fun, and we ended up winning. So you know, it was a cool experience.
What do y'all know about lip sync? You you just move your mouth, right? You don't have to sing.
See, but we didn't do that. No, we got up there and we sung the whole song. Everybody was singing. And then, yeah, we was throwing cups and paper balls and everything. It was so fun, and you know, like and the first night we all stayed up because we didn't want to go to sleep, and we kept waiting up to like 4 maybe, and so he slept in the hallway, and he's just back there, he's like, y'all, be quiet. And then we're all in there, we'd get quiet for like 1 minute, and then we just start back up again, and we just started laughing. It was, yeah, but yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I feel like I got closer to God, so yeah.
My favorite part about the trip was when we went to a food pantry, and we had a bunch of bags of walnuts and chips, and it was really fun, but also tiring, and it was just a lot. And that's probably the most walnuts I'll probably ever touch, because we probably bagged over 1,000 walnuts. So. Oh yeah, and we had a bunch of peanut butter.
It was valid and valid after peanut butter. What about that thing of rice? How heavy they were?
Oh yeah, we also had to move 50 pounds or big old bag of rice off a big old pallet so we can get to the walnuts.
The walnuts.
Well, I was stuck in the elder home all week. So I had to be more patient with him. I couldn't rush him as much. And Well, there was one guy named Leroy. He was in the army for 22 years, and he kept repeating himself. I think they can hear me. And well, every time he would repeat himself, and he was stuck there for about a month. And all he did was talk about farming and stuff. No.
We had this running joke with Caden because he was at the elderly home and it was a little different, and his thing that he said about the whole week was,
And again, a single brain cell.
So, probably my favorite thing about the trip was whenever we would get done with all the work, we could go we had free time. And but this one day, after it rained, we went outside when we was playing football, and we all slipped in this one puddle. This one puddle, like almost everybody slipped in it. So that's why I'm not wearing my shirt.
So all of y'all found in one club?
Yes, we
That one
I
spot.
don't know if it was on purpose.
It's on the very edge.
But I was with Caden the whole week, so we had patience with him. But he was saying Leroy, like he was talking about Leroy. Well, he kept repeating himself like he said, but like that Thursday when we was getting ready to leave the next day, we went there and I don't know, but he remembered me and Caden somehow, I don't know how to explain it. But he remembered me and Caden after the 3 days we were there. And that's what touched me because he has Alzheimer's and stuff. And I didn't know that they can remember it and stuff like that. But yeah.
I'll say that I was with Miss Teresa for the hibernating and humanity. For humanity. And the one thing that me and Miss Teresa were doing, we sat there and we were painting and everything.
and we want to thank y'all for your support of this mission trip. You brought food for us to donate, and we were one of the smaller churches, and I think we brought a lot of the food, which is awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you for your praying over us before we left. Thank you for praying for us while we were gone. You got something else? You want to say something?
Oh yeah, the plunge.
So they woke us up way too early in the morning.
No, it's up with
Frozen.
Yeah.
Yes.
I could.
Let it go at 6:30 in the morning.
It was too much.
We did that one dance called to get down. It was fun. Or it was something like that.
The music was so loud, I thought it was part of my dream.
Thank you very much. We all had a great time. I think every one of the youth wants to go back again.
Yes, we have to.
So we're taking up volunteers.
Well, they had envelopes on a string all the way down the whole sanctuary where you could write notes and put in individuals, little care cards. Yeah, one of those. I got a couple of them that really touched my heart, and I appreciate that.
All right, let's hear it for our youth and our youth leaders.